Back. How come I can't send a notification? That's BS. That's really BS. Let's check Rumble out. We're right on with Rumble. I gotta put the Rumble chat right in the middle where it deserves to be. Twitch can go over that way. And YouTube. Can go there. Now, depending on the weather, there's no way I'm doing a Skywatch. It's cold. And I don't want to get sick more than I already am. I'm going to be helping Mark out in a little bit with his stuff. Okay, we got everything up. But anyone who has been watching my stream will know that I predict the weather. And I said, watch out for Tuesday night and Wednesday. What's up, Bob? Well, now they're saying it. The same thing that I said. Was it yesterday or the day before? Many of the same areas in central United States that were hit by violent thunderstorms on Friday will see a similar threat on Tuesday, as an even stronger system takes aim at the region, with many modes of severe weather ranging from damaging winds to large hail and powerful tornadoes. Same area. I said it 2 days ago or yesterday, that the same area Tuesday night to Wednesday as it moves east are going to be affected by the same thing. So I said it before they did. So when I tell you the weather by looking at models, I'm pretty damn good, because now they're forecasting it. Wow, Bob, that kind of stinks that you planted and you got snow and hail. So anybody that lives in the midsection of the country, Tuesday night, Wednesday, watch your weather. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Wow. Today it was a little cooler here. It was like 50, 51. But tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s. Tuesday, 70s. Then pretty much not even, upper 50s to 60s. Low 60s. It's over. The cold is over here. And wait, thank gosh, because I'm done with that. So let me message Mark, because Mark is going to stream tonight. Let me just get rid of this, and let me message him on Skype. So Sky Tour live stream tonight, 10:30 Eastern. When he goes live, I'll show Rumble. That's funny, Bob. I'll show you what he does when he goes live. But I will show you his channel on YouTube. Just letting the Rumblers know. He will eventually be on Rumble soon. So this is, I'm gonna mute. this is kind of what you'll see. With his telescope and the images, it's stunning. And it's an education because he's an astronomer and he's really, really good at it. So that's marked there in the lower left corner. And this is what he does on his streams. It is actually an amazing. It's amazing. And you can see I'm just skipping through. Look at that. Look at that. And these are images taken from his telescope in Arizona. Can you imagine that? And like I said, I'm just skimming through it just to give you an example of what you'll see there. And the man is brilliant. You are going to learn about astronomy on his channel. This is an educational experience. If you love science, you love astronomy, this is where you need to go. And it's Sky Tour live stream on YouTube. And like I said, I'm just skimming. Look at that. Okay, but look at that. And yeah, he's using all types of filters. He's great at what he does. Look at that. I'm just gonna look at that. So you can see I'm just skimming through the video. Look at that. That is beautiful. And you can only imagine what he's discussing. And he streams like 2 to 3 hours when he does this. It depends on, how much he's discussing. And so, again, this is Sky Tour live stream. Right here. That's his channel. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. Sky 2 live stream on YouTube. And I think he's messaging me now. He is trying to call me. Are you there?
Yeah.
I was just showing them your channel and one of your videos muted, an example of what you do over there.
Okay, cool.
So what's going on now? Where the hell are you?
Here.
By the way, where are you?
I'm in Connecticut.
No, but it sounds like this. Oh, I know what's going on. This is my game. Hold on. It was me. I told you outside somewhere driving. It was the game audio.
Oh, that's funny.
So are you going live 25?
I am. And it looks like everything is set, and I've gone over it over and over and over and over just to get it into my head.
I'm live now, so
that's good.
So yes, everybody, you just seen the video of his channel, Sky Tour Livestream. Obviously, I skimmed through it and showed you some of the images that he captures in his telescope in Arizona, which is amazing. Like I was telling them a few minutes ago, it is an educational experience. If you're interested in science and astronomy, he is the place to go.
Yeah, and we're actually taking it on the road now. It's actually We're going to be at Contact in the Desert,
Yep.
and we're doing a live observatory feed from there. We're going to be at the Roswell UFO Festival
Yep.
in after that, at the end of that month, at the end of June, and we're going to do a live feed there. I'm also doing talks, but I'm going to do a live feed as well, and that's really cool.
Yes, and the little debate that Mark and I had in the background on this is location, and hopefully they do this in the right location when they do the
Yeah.
live stream of the Skywatch. So,
Yeah, and I'm going to work that out once I
Yeah,
get there.
we
My
have to.
first priority is to
Yes.
get the right venue
Yes.
set up.
Yep.
I need flawless internet.
Oh no,
luckily-
don't, dude! I got you on that. You know me. Mark was there. Mark was there on UFO Expo, and you have. I'm not saying this out of any egotistical way, but Bill saved the day on more than one occasion on a few things at that Roswell.
You were running around like a madman for UFO Expo.
For real.
Oh yeah.
And not for nothing, if I wasn't there early in the morning on one morning, it could have turned into an utter disaster for streaming.
I think you're right. Now, I didn't stream at UFO Expo, but if I was going to do that, or had I done that, I have no doubt that it would be great.
We will make sure it goes off without a hitch.
I'm hopeful.
So
I'm very
hopefully, Mark will be live at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, so in approximately 23 minutes.
We're all
Mark,
set up to go.
he's
I'm
ready.
I'm gonna hope that we are gonna be ready to go.
So, Mark, if you have any issues, you know how to reach me.
Well, I'm gonna share with you what I've done, so you can tell me in your mind whether it's right or not.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's what I did.
Share.
I went in.
Share your screen.
I guess I should. But I'm on my phone here.
Oh, okay. Forget about it. So all the things
I'll tell you what I did.
Okay.
All right. Here's what I did. I went to my settings. All right. I went to stream, and I made sure that everything there was linked, and everything is. And since then I got Trovo links too. I actually, I had a Trovo ID. Who knew? Yeah. So I have an STLSW Trovo ID. So that's linked. I don't know if it's going to stream automatically. I have no idea.
It will.
Awesome. So I'll be streaming on YouTube, of course, Facebook in the Sky Tour live stream group, Trovo, and Twitch. And on Trovo and Twitch, the category is science. Science and something else. I forgot what it said. But that's what I got set up. And so then when I say done, I also come in and I go to dashboard home. Okay. And for dashboard home in Streamlabs, I go into multi-stream and I see that everything is on. My Facebook's going to the right group over there. Now, here's the thing. And Trovo, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch are all connected and going to the right place. So I figured that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So now I come out of that, and now I click go live, and it has a confirm and go live. So I don't actually go live, but what I can see here, it gives me my title, my description, and then for the Facebook destination, you select where you want to go. And then for the Trovo category, it's science and tech. For Twitch, it's science and tech. So it's going to go to YouTube. It's going to go to Facebook, Trovo, and Twitch. And then I'll add Rumble in the next day or two.
There you go. And the Rumble, I'll show you again. I'll walk you through it how to do it. It's not that hard.
I got to get the RTMP server and then put that in wherever I have to put it in each time, because I think that varies.
Mark, indirectly, because of the station, we've been in communication with Rumble, and they did us justice. So Rumble, I want to thank Rumble for what they did with the station. Secondly, it is a fast-growing platform, Mark.
I hope so.
And you are going to see the responses and the feedback and the support on Rumble, I am sure.
I hope so.
I am
I'm
telling
looking
you,
forward
people
to it.
are going to appreciate the science and the astronomy and what you do at Sky 2 live stream. They are truly going to enjoy that experience. And that's just my opinion. And you- like I said, I screen shared your channel, and I was skimming through
Yeah.
some of the content, like on one live stream that you did, and the
Yeah.
images and the quality of the images, it's stunning. And I muted it because you have to hear it for yourselves. Because I'm not saying this because Mark is on, but I always tell him to his face, the man is brilliant, and it's an educational experience. Not only that, he has a great sense of humor, so it's enjoyable. It's not like seeing somebody up there monotone and just going no. He makes it really enjoyable and fun, entertaining, but yet educational. So definitely check it out. And when he goes live, do me a favor, Mark.
Yeah.
When you're live, let me know in a Skype message, because I'm going to share your screen and show the people on Rumble what you do in real time.
Okay.
I'll share your stream on my stream so they could see it. And
Okay.
then, what do you think the channel will be named on Rumble? Sky 2 live stream?
Oh, I don't know. I would say, I would guess it's going to be the same. Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio.
Okay, so
Just keep it all the same.
I will confirm with the Rumblers about that when Mark creates the channel. But he
What
will.
does Trovo and Twitch name it? I mean, I don't have any way to name them on Trovo and Twitch.
Only when you created your account, it's going to appear the way you created it.
Okay, so by my ID.
Yeah, like me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be STLSW for Twitch,
There you
and
go.
for Trovo, I can't remember.
Let's see what's going on here. Come say
I think it's
hello to brother.
It's MoveOnAnalyst at gmail.com on Trovo.
Well, like I said, you are going to really embrace and enjoy your experience on Rumble. I am telling you,
I'm looking forward to it.
you are going to be like, wow, Bill, this is awesome.
If I see lots of people there, watching the stream, you can bet your bippy that I'm going to
Just
call it out.
listen, do me a favor. If you see Chaos and Roswell or the Robbie, they're really cool, but they might try to mess with you at the beginning, just to mess with you. So I'm just putting you on the point to watch them, but they're really great guys. I'm just messing around. It's like
right.
It's like having a mole.
Yeah, you know what? I got one of the things I did. I also instituted a cloud bot. So if anybody says any off-color language or anything, it's just automatically going to get rejected.
Okay. Well, like I said, have a great stream. People check it out. Sky 2 live stream on YouTube, but soon to be on Rumble. And what was it on Trovo on Twitch?
I don't know the name, but I guess Trovo it's STLSW. No, Twitch it's STLSW for SkyTour Livestream West. And then on Trovo, I logged in with MoveOnAnalyst at gmail.com, but I don't know if that's how it's named or what.
Well, you know what? The majority of people will watch you on YouTube presently. That's what they're going to go to. They're going to see your YouTube channel, Sky2 Livestream, and then on Rumble within the next few days, you'll be on Rumble. So I have a feeling those are going to be your primary viewed locations, platforms, if I had to guess. But like I said, folks, he's going to be streaming in about 15 minutes. Yeah. And message me, Mark, because I will share. I'll give him a few minutes to settle in when he starts actually. Do me a favor, message me when you start putting up images on the screen, so then I'll share it then.
Okay.
Because I know it takes you a few minutes to set up and get going, and you and Daryl doing your thing.
It's already set. I already opened up.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so.
Our internal camera went on IR, infrared.
Okay.
So that tells me that our sky brightness is down below a certain level. fact, I've got Sirius, the star Sirius in the view now, looking at it. So, everything's working fine.
All right, so message me so I can share your screen on your YouTube broadcast on my screen so they could see what you do.
Cool.
And we'll tune in. We'll sneak in and tune in. And YouTube, because I am on YouTube right now. YouTube, I'm getting permission from the broadcaster, the content creator, to share his stream. Do you hear that? I'm getting permission to share his content.
And I concur. You have permission to share my stream anywhere you want.
Thank you. All right, Mark, get ready. Go. And let me know if you have any issues. And definitely message me when you're up and running.
Okay. If something goes wrong tonight, I'll just continue on YouTube and I'll just make an announcement. That's all that. But if I understand it right, we're going to be streaming on all the platforms.
I agree.
Except for Rumble.
It should work.
And thank you, the most marvelous producer that I've ever had for what I do in the radio show, SkyWATCHER Radio, for helping me out with that.
I'm always available to help you.
Thanks, man.
Have a great stream, and we will see you in a few minutes.
Yeah, you will indeed.
All right, Mark. Have a great one. Tell Daryl I said hello and everyone that's over there.
Okay, thanks, man.
Later, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So that is Mark D'Antonio, and like I said, the man is brilliant. I've known him for almost a decade. I've seen him do his presentations at events. I know what he does as far as MUFON is concerned with the video photo side of things. And I wish I could be on his streams more, but I do my own thing. But it's an open invitation to hang out with Mark all the time. I can go there anytime I want. It's just that I'm just so freaking busy. He streams when I'm working. Like now I'm streaming, but we're going to watch his stream for a little bit because I want to show people what it's all about. What's up, Kevin? Goodbye, Kevin. They're going over to probably watch Mark's thing, which I don't mind. I don't mind like yesterday, and I'm going to do it again. I was pleasantly surprised. And I'm going to get to it right now. I couldn't believe how good it was. I mean, and I'm going to share my screen. And I just want to hear this song again. So, this is a new friend, Chaos in Roswell. He's on Rumble. This is his channel. And I'm sure he's going to have more content here. I am a musician. I'm not really good on guitar. I prefer playing the drums. He writes everything. He sings. He does everything on his... This is all his own material. He's the one-man band. But it's so impressive, his skill set in creating this music. I am really impressed by his music. And I am not looking at it as from a point of, do I like it? Do I hate it? Do I respect it? That's what's important, because I know what it takes to write a song, and it's not easy. And I actually do it like the song. So it's a win-win. So I'm going to play this one right now. Let's go to the beginning. Put the volume up.
Between those teeth, taunting me in all my dreams. I can't seem to go with that. It makes no fucking sense. Just be who you wanna be. But we're faded into
Chaos in Roswell on Rumble. That's all him. He's a one-man band. He writes all that material. And like I said, you may like it, you may not like it, but I respect that musicianship in him. Woof! And I actually do like it. But he's got a lot of good stuff on his channel, and hopefully he's going to add more content, more video content, so people can see his other work. But like, I was checking it out yesterday. He was on with me on Skype, and the Robbie was on. And we had fun last night for a few hours until the both of them had to go to bed because the wifeys or the girls were going to kick their ass. Get to bed already! And they're out west. I think Robbie's in Salt Lake and Chaos is in Vegas. And they have cool friends, too. They got a clique going on. Like we have cliques here. Well, they've got their clique. And now their clique is part of this clique. So it's pretty cool. Now, we're going to also be focusing on... So I want to thank Chaos and Roswell for doing what he does. In a few minutes... Oh, my God, I got my mouse all over the place. I'm seeing, like, all these monitors... Because I got 4 of them. And when I move the mouse, when I'm looking at OBS Streamlabs, I see the mouse moving, but I forget that it's on another screen. And it's crazy to move it because I'm seeing this on multi monitors, the video part. And it can get a little dicey if you lose track of where your real mouse is. But in a few minutes, we're going to be checking out a good friend of mine, Mark D'Antonio, and his live stream. He's an astronomer. His telescope is in Arizona. Excellent environment, dark sky. It's just awesome. And you're going to see, and he's going to be on Rumble soon. I would say by no later than Wednesday, he'll be on Rumble. And it'll probably be Sky2 live stream with Mark D'Antonio. But once he goes live, he's going to message me on Skype, and we're going to share the screen, and we're going to check him out. Now, I do possibly want to play a game, because that's the whole point tonight. Maybe play a game, and because sometimes I get frustrated with the game, whether it's Ace Combat right now or Resident Evil 4. I need a new racing game. That's what I freaking need. I think I bought one, but I don't remember what I did. So, yeah, we're going to get ready to show Mark's stuff in a few minutes. He should be going live within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let's see what's going on in Canada. Bust. Cloudy. That's not happening. If at any point that we decide to play music, we'll end the YouTube stream. It's a bust in... Looks like it's snowing on the mountains. It looks like it's definitely snowing. Check this out. This is Hawaii. Yes, it snows in the higher elevations in the mountains in Hawaii. This is live. It looks like something out of like Star Wars or Star Trek or like a planet. Look at that. It's snowing. You could actually see it. Right here, you can see the snowflakes. If you look carefully in the darker areas, it is snowing. And like I said, this is the Subaru telescope in Hawaii. It's pretty cool, though. And this is a great view when it's clear. It's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful when this is clear. So, but it doesn't look too good for tonight for this location. So that means gaming is probably leading more to gaming tonight. Now, I started my medication today with the antibiotics and steroids. Let me tell you, as soon as I took that azithromycin a little while ago, oh my God. It's like scary alien shit coming out of my body. But I don't mean shit, literally. It's like, ah, and it's like, oh my God, what is that? Too much information, I know. But it almost looked like a fucking tapeworm. I was like, what is that? Is that alive? But it's coming out, which is good. And I actually feel better, but I'm obviously suffering from bronchitis, and the doctors told me to rest, so I've been resting a lot during the day too. And I won't be streaming too late tonight because I'm not well yet. And we're going to go to Sky Tour live stream. Get ready for this with Mark. And like I said, those on Rumble, he'll be on Rumble soon. Because that's what I'm encouraging people to do. That do not look at Rumble as a political platform. Because I'm telling you, there are people that are judging it based on what they see the content on Rumble. And it's not about that. People need to look beyond that. It's just it's just normal. What happened on YouTube? A lot of the streamers either got banned, mostly, I would say, because of content, which I'm telling you, because it's happened to the station. It is the utmost BS stuff that's going on. There are even issues now with royalty-free music being hit. So now it's even getting to a music level. Now, I don't know with the licensing when people get their royalty-free, because they issue. Like for the station, we have places that have licenses that are associated with the music that's playing. You get a license from a royalty-free company. But I'm telling you, you're really gonna have to be on top of it. You're really gonna have to be on top of it. So what I'm saying is a lot of people, content creators, went over to Rumble. And because it seemed like it was a lot of people that were expressing conservative views and opinions, that was the side that it seemed were targeted more due to the algorithms and the content that they found to be inappropriate. Rumble is not like that. Rumble is independent. Rumble is standing up for people's freedoms and freedom of speech specifically. And your right to speak your opinion and not have somebody tell you you're wrong. It's not the way it's supposed to be. Prove me wrong. I can't express my opinion. So because you say I'm wrong, well, prove it. Because it's one thing to prove things today. 6 months from now, that fact may be false. Because the data, it now shows that at that time you thought you were right. But later on, we're going to have to change our conclusion as this being a fact. And what happens to all those people that have been banned by something they said 6 months ago? There's no apology. There's no reinstatement of their channels. They're just done. So Rumble became a platform. What's up, Chantal? Rumble, who the hell is messaging me? Rumble has become a platform where people can express their thoughts, feelings, opinions freely. Now, obviously, there are boundaries and areas where no one should go to. That goes without saying. But generally speaking, okay, we are live tomorrow. Okay. Okay, now what's this? Okay, that's good. just clearing out all my messages because it happens constant. Anyway, so that's why it looks when people visit Rumble that it's heavy right leaning, but that's not why. It's a platform made for everyone. Just, I can use this example. I remember MySpace. What happened to it? When YouTube came out and people really went from MySpace to YouTube, that was the end. Well, now we have Rumble. And I'm telling you, it's going to explode. It is super fast growing. In my opinion, Rumble's where it's at. My opinion. It really is. So, like I said, that's just my opinion. I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. And I'm very respectful. I do the right thing. But I'm also streaming to multiple platforms. And as people may notice, eventually I end the YouTube stream and stream on the other platforms for multiple reasons. And that shouldn't have to be the situation, the case, but it is. That's just the way it is. And that's okay. Because I still have a lot of people that I know on my YouTube. And they're great people. And it's hard, for some people, it's hard to go over to a different platform. For some people, they won't go to the platform because they may be a liberal and they see Rumble as a conservative, right-wing platform, and they judge it. That goes with the territory. That's a fact. That is a fact. So they're entitled to their opinion and their choice. But it is my choice to be on Rumble. And I am so glad that I'm streaming on Rumble now because I'm meeting a lot of new people, a lot of cool people. And it's just great to get engaged with that. And like I said, I don't want to forget about the people that I've known for years either. Like Bob right now in the chat room in YouTube. I know these people for 10 years. I'm not just going to stop streaming there because that would be wrong on my part. So I'm just going to continue to stream there. And then, like I said, when I'm pretty much forced to stop the stream on YouTube, I must. But we're streaming on YouTube right now, Rumble, Trovo, and Twitch. So, and I could be streaming on Facebook, but it's the same issue. I would have to stop both. And I'm simply like, why bother? Okay, he's live.
Immediately, because it'll say so.
So this is Mark.
So,
I'm going to mute.
Tonight we're going to be doing a few fun things. I see our chat box up there. Okay, if you want to see who's chatting, we actually have a chat box. You can actually see the live chat on the screen, but that's going to become somewhat annoying, I think. So I'm going to turn it off for now. And we'll bring it back.
So this is Mark. And I don't want to create a loop on the audio.
Guys. Thank you for coming out.
But this is Mark doing his thing right now. Those on Rumble.
Let's
Sky2 live
some
stream.
Fun tonight. And all of you that are here have been here before so far. And I'm actually liking this. This is great. You know, this is neato.
I was the one who helped Mark today with OBS Streamlabs.
So,
it was me.
What's happening at your end, Daryl?
Uh-oh.
Say what?
What's happening at your end?
I've been sending you messages to our chat.
Okay.
You told me not to say it out loud.
Hell, you just did. All right, well, let me go see what you wrote. You can hear me okay, right?
No.
You can't.
No.
All right. All right, folks. Well, since it's a new platform, can you guys tell me if you hear me clearly or if I'm cutting out on you? I should not be cutting out. If I'm cutting out, then that's not cool, so I have to fix that. Again, the headaches of a new platform. Okay, Michael Hedrick says, sounds great to me. Lucy says, I can hear. Daryl says, I'm muffled and cutting out. Try something, Daryl. I'm going to go in and just see if I can figure out why you're having trouble. Just a minute, guys. By the way, that's the star Sirius. And we're still looking at Sirius. If you notice, the telescope is kind of on an angle, a little over. So
Mark is fine.
Go.
It's Daryl's end. It's Mark is fine.
Let me just.
I just messaged him on
look
Skype.
up a couple things here. Okay, you're heard very well, Daryl, and so am I out in the audience. But if you're having trouble hearing me here, that might be a Skype issue, which actually is better to try and figure out. So let me go look.
They said I'm not as loud as you.
Okay. Well,
I can raise my level here.
I just did. I just raised you. So
Okay.
So you should be now as loud as me.
I'm telling them right now in a message.
Let me go and look at my settings. This is all new stuff for us, guys. Not the stream, but what we're doing is new. Okay, well, my microphone is set right. Yeah, people are saying they hear you just fine. That's good. Cindy says you both sound better now. Well, that's pretty cool considering I didn't do anything. All right. Now, if I...
Let me tell him in here.
All right, let me see here. Actually, Skype has all the settings that I should have.
You don't sound bad at the moment. You still don't sound like you used to, but I can understand you for the time being.
All right.
Bill says to check Skype.
I already did. and Skype has my microphone here, the one that I always use. This one right here. You can't see it. It's in there blocking me. Okay. It has if it's on Skype, I have it on the USB mic, which is here. And other than that, you sound good to me. You're not dropping out, but am I still dropping out on you?
All right, so I just told him, and they're fine. This is new for him. He's using OBS for the first time, so I kind of try to. You can see I'm writing to him in here. I gave him like the quick course of how to use Streamlabs. So he's just getting used to using it. But they should be fine. But he has to understand in Streamlabs, there's also a way to raise up the audio in Streamlabs on the bar. So I should have told him that too, but I don't want to drive them both nuts. But that's what they're doing right now. So this is Sky Tour live stream on YouTube. This is Mark's channel. And in the next few days, I'll let everybody know on Rumble if you want to view this, because he's going to create a Rumble account. And I've showed him, and I'm going to walk him through how to finish that process about setting it up on Rumble when he goes live. So I'll help him with that too. But he's all good to go. This is great stuff. You have no idea. For those out there in Rumble, what's up, Ron? For those that are watching on Rumble, I will let you know when he has his channel available on there. So, like I said, this is what he does. And he's on with, you could see the telescope. That's in Arizona. And you could see him, and Daryl's on as well with him. But yeah, we'll definitely.
All right. So let me see what we got going on here. All right. So, all right, this is Sirius, as I mentioned, and okay, that's what it looks like right now. This is our gain. You know, one of the things that's really important, of course, that we talk about is the gain. And that's, of course, something that we must care about, obviously. The gain,
I do for my streams. Gain is very important.
The gain shows
ISO
us
gain.
A lot of.
It's critical.
The gain increases the sensitivity on the sensor, and the exposure will just add light for that many seconds to that increasing gain on the sensor. So that's pretty good.
He said it way better than I
All right. That said, let me just work on this little something here. I think there we go. All right. Okay, so that's all good. I'm going to try one thing really fast, so give me a moment here. All right, there we go. And let's bring this back. Okay. All right. Oh, there you go.
Mark is brilliant.
That's new.
Like I said, this is an education. It's almost at times where you need to watch this twice just to absorb all the information that he provides in a stream.
There we go.
You got to see the images he gets. Galaxies, star systems. It's just... No, this is not StreamYard.
Okay.
Hell no.
So there we go. And now...
StreamYard has its limitations.
let's
This
see
is
here. I gotta
something I
do
showed Mark
this,
today.
And
I got Mark started on this today. Actually, we started yesterday.
okay, just a minute.
So you can see that's what he does. For those that are watching on Rumble.
I gotta organize this again. I needed.
Now it takes time for him, you know, to get this all sorted because he's got a lot of stuff on that screen right now. There's a lot of operating systems that he's got with the telescope and the remote because he's remote controlling it. He's in Connecticut. The telescope's in Arizona. And, you know, he's got all these intricacies that to control. You could see he's working on controls. So, yeah, it takes him a while to get settled in and sort it all out and get it comfortable where it's put on the display properly. I don't know what the hell that just was, but it was probably a satellite. Because depending on the frame rate that he's got it at. But I just seen something go across his screen. All right, I don't understand the question, Ronald. I am streaming on Rumble. Mark will be streaming on Rumble soon. In the next few days. I'm going to help him set it up. In my opinion, Rumble's where it's at. Not YouTube. That's dinosaur. It's becoming to the point where it may become eventually obsolete. Sadly, in my opinion. So yeah, that's Mark. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen now because I want to play a game. I just wanted to share that with everyone for a little bit. And I'll have Mark on like I had him on earlier today. Mark and I are working on a few projects. Haircuts. I was sharing a friend of mine who does a astronomy stream on. He's on YouTube, but he'll soon be on Rumble, because I'm going to help him get on Rumble. He's a brilliant astronomer. He's been on, he still does it. He's on TV all the time. Documentaries. This man is well known. I rather hear Mark anytime than what's the other guy's name? He's got the 3 names. I can't think of that astronomer. I'm not a big fan of his. I'd rather hear Mark any day over that dude. Dyson, what's his name? Neil deGrasse. I'm not a big fan. Mark, I'm a big fan. So that is his channel. But I'm going to game now. I just wanted, like I said, to share that with everyone. Yes, Rumble is for streaming. It's just like any other platform, Ronald. You have to pay for it, and you stream. Mark is the best teacher. It's a great educational experience with Mark. Oh my God. This shit is killing me, this cough. Now, I'm not ready for Dead Resident Evil 4, to be honest. I'm not ready for that right now. I think I gotta go back to but the plane, the Ace Combat. Now I'm gonna order it. Thrustmaster, Hosfer, I forgot what it was, but I'll find it. Joystick. To play the games. But they don't make enough of these games. They don't make enough of the flight games to even think about investing in a joystick, to be honest. Because there's not that many out there. Just isn't. And it sucks. They need to make more. But I'm going to actually start with this. I'm going to put the sound up. I got to make this full screen. I don't even know what the hell I am. Hold on. There's all kinds of shit over there to the right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how do we get to that side. There's got to be a way to get up there.
Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder.
Well, we're not using Streamlab. We're using StreamYard. We're using Streamlabs. That's what Mark and I do.
Puedes correr.
StreamYard has its limitations.
It's locked.
¡Un forastero!
Keep coming.
Oh shit! I want the headshots. I hear you. Haircuts, that's exactly what I told him. Exactly what you said. Shit, I could wait them all out right here. Watch one pop up right now. There's one. toast. Oh shit. Oh shit, I thought he was getting up. Okay. We need to get the hell up there. Fuck! Whoa! What the hell was that? Get out! Get out! Go!
They keep coming.
We need ammo. Oh shit! Dynamite. I hear them, but I don't see them. Oh, they're down there. Good, it stays up. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Did I miss that? ¿Dónde está? Aquí. No key. Oh, yes! Fuck!
Give me a break already.
shit, well, should I go back up? We need to get the hell out of here. Are we supposed to be going back? That was the gate that opened. I'm not so sure. Head for the church. Where the fuck is the church? We don't have that. I think we have to go back. We have to open something. Where we were. I want to get that barrel outside. Good. Here already. Let's go back up.
¡Agarradlo! ¡Ya iba eso!
Get up there. I see that up there. I don't know how we get up there. It'll have to be. Oh, that's where it is. I'm not gonna waste bullets. We have to get up there. There's a ladder right there. Oh, there we go. How the fuck do we get over there? No! gotta be a way up here. That's where they're coming from. How the fuck? There has to be a way. I might have to cheat. Cast it. I saw that, Robbie. I gotta figure out how to get the fuck up there. So it goes around. That ladder's not letting me do it. But there's a ladder all the way over there, but how do I get to it? No fucking way. So how the fuck do I get up there? That ladder is not. I don't see it. I don't see how to get up there to the windmill or whatever the hell that thing is up there. It's not a windmill. I'm pausing it. We're in chapter 2. There has to be. I'm missing something. That ain't helping me. Might have to go to videos. Let me lower this.
Our power.
Okay, this is where I'm at. Or is it? This does not look like it at all. This must be the old Resident Evil. Chapter 2. Oh my god, that's some horrible graphics. It's totally different. This is not helpful at all. I'm gonna have to figure this shit out on my own. It's pathetic, actually. Remake. This is better. Now we're in the right place. Okay. To find. All right. This is. All right, I'm missing something here. There's a gate blocking the path with the hexagonal shaped slot next to it. Fine. Something will fit in, so instead head south. Okay, that didn't make no fucking sense. But it's something about going. We're in the valley. All right, so a weather vane. It says there's a weather vane. We need to get the hell back to that high point. I've got the walkthrough on the screen. Door open. Let's see. That's too funny with the Rumble Raiders. Alright, anyway, let me see. What the hell am I doing here? Oh my god, what the hell did I just end up doing? You Raiders are messing me up! Oh, that's too funny. You don't even know. I have a friend. Oh my god, now you guys got me. It's actually a good thing you got me stopping playing the game because I've been confused. Okay. I've been telling a lot of people about Rumble. And the person that's streaming right now, he's a famous astronomer. And he's going to be joining Rumble within the next few days. He's actually live streaming right now. The radio station. And I cannot thank Rumble enough for what they did for KGRA, the station. And it wasn't me that spoke to a representative from Rumble. It was the person that's in charge, my boss. And he spoke to a person I communicated with somebody on Rumble, and Rumble did us solid because we stream a lot of. I'm just going to share the screen. We stream a lot of shows on Rumble now. And we just started this a few weeks ago. And I'm going to search the channel out and show you. Because I am the program director for Rad, I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. Let me just share on the screen something for a second, because this is fact. So you can see the KGRA banners behind me. I mean, obviously, I'm the program director for KGRA. And we are exploding on Rumble. And it takes time to grow like anything else. Let me just, I don't want to do that. We want to do this. So this is KGRA on Rumble. We're getting smashed with some of our shows with so many hits. Like Search Warrant, it has 3.61 thousand. Again, we're just starting. People are catching on. And this is the network. But what Rumble did for us, because we have so many shows per day, was give us the opportunity to set up the multi-streaming part. That is critical, important to be able to set up not one stream, not two streams, 3 streams. So when I do this stuff for the station, I can set up a show that's starting, say, because I have a show set up for tomorrow already. And it's really easy to use. Now, I go here, this is my channel, okay? This is not the station's platform. This is me. But I'm going to show you the KGRA side a little bit. And this, I really shouldn't be showing this because this is like more of the business aspect. But it's to show people how Rumble is awesome. So this is the KGRA account. Now I'm going to remove my camera because it's blocking out some stuff. So for us, this is our content. This is our channel for the station. But if I go here, we all know what you need to do on Rumble. You could now, to make this clear for people, like if I was to set up a stream, yes, I would load the 90 second, I think it's 60 seconds for us, for the station. But you can choose a thumbnail like we do. We have banners for our shows, so we put the thumbnail in. And this is great too, because we have a lot of paranormal, I'm just saying, we do have a lot of paranormal. Entertainment. Paranormal, supernaturals right there. That's an awesome feature. That is an awesome feature to do that. But let me just do this because I want to leave this. I'm going to go here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so these were the shows that were on earlier. I've got this one set up for tomorrow. So I can set up multiple streams ahead of time. And you can see now, the way you do this, you go to My Channels, Manage, you hit the plus sign, so it shows as upcoming. So if I were to go to KGRA, searching on Rumble, you would see it as an upcoming broadcast. So that's how it's really easy to use. If you know what you're doing and embedding RTMPs and stream keys and all that other good stuff. So that's what I do for the station. And the other producer does it for the station. You don't know how important that is as a content creator to have that option. And Rumble, I don't want to talk about the private conversation that we had with Rumble, but they were amazing in doing this for us. It was super cool that they did that for us. They did that for us as the network. So I am going to people that are, because in my field as a program director for one of the biggest paranormal alternative talk internet stations in the world, I know a lot of people. And I'm encouraging them to go to Rumble and start streaming on Rumble. Because a lot of them, they do their own things. You know, they have their own separate streaming that they do, other than the station. So, and Rumble is, I said this as an example for those that are older. And I don't like showing stuff like that because that's private for the station. You know, that's station stuff. But for those that are watching, it's that easy. Now, I used this as an example earlier today. For those that are older, you remember MySpace. And that faded away when YouTube came around. Now, I can show you the video that we play for Rumble. Because YouTube is out of control. Out of control. As far as the algorithms and, matter of fact, I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube right now. Because I'm about to, matter of fact, bullshit. I'm going to do it right here, right now. So, a person should have the right under the Constitution, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, freedom of thought, to say what they want to say. If you don't like it, you tune out. But for someone to say that what I'm saying is wrong, like a fact, then 6 months from now it's proven that what I was saying was not false. But things are revised. And all those people back then were told, no, 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 no. You were wrong. It went against our guidelines. You're gone. It's not like 6 months later they say, okay, now you're reinstated. We apologize. Rumble gives people the opportunity to express themselves in a, of course, respectful way where there are obvious boundaries you do not cross. We know that. It's common sense. But at the same time, do you know, I was streaming on YouTube for 10 years. I have thousands of followers. And I remember how it was. How it used to be. How bandwidth used to be. Video quality. And then I saw the changes coming. And it was like, it was doomed. Now, I am going to tell, I hope Rumble is listening. And all those that are in the chat, or people in the other streams, YouTube, Trovo, Twitch, and of course Rumble. I would say that please stand your ground. Stand your ground and stand up for the freedoms of people. We're struggling. If we give any more, because that's what it is, it's a push. It's a push to see how far it can go. We stand your ground. Because I've been seeing this, I've been doing this for quite some time as a producer for the network, program director now for the network for the last 2 years. Oh my gosh. It can get to the point where people may have to create, and this is like a nightmare scenario. it can get to the point where people are going to have to create their own websites to have private streaming through a paid service to make it a private domain area, not a public domain area, because that's where they're attacking. Public domain platforms where it's accessible. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it doesn't get to that point. But I've been talking about this for years. Rumble is that line right now. It's so important. And this has nothing to do with politics. Because I know people that say Rumble, and I've explained this earlier, because of what YouTube was doing, a lot of people from one specific side were being punished, attacked because of their opinion. This is not that kind of country. This country is about your right to speak your opinion and not be punished for it. It's getting to the point where I got to actually watch what I say before I say it. It's not supposed to be like that. I should be able to speak anything I want to say anytime I want, right on top of my head. Doesn't matter if it's impulsive. Doesn't matter if I sound like an A. Doesn't matter. But it's me. And it's real. Not that I have to think about what I'm going to say. No. And like I said, it's getting to the point where people attack, they judge, and they go after you. Because if they don't like what you're saying, then they come after you personally. People have choices. If you don't like what you're watching or seeing, leave. But it's getting to the point where it's crazy. So Rumble is where to go. And I'm not saying it's about, again, freedom of speech, freedom of your opinion, without retribution. And like I said earlier, there are obvious boundaries. I mean, if you say things that should not be said, then that's crossing a line. Exactly, Mitchie. Mitchie's on YouTube. Mitchie, you need to create a Rumble account and join me there, because I'm not going to be on YouTube much. I only do this because I have thousands of people that follow me on YouTube, and I'm trying to eventually wean off of it completely and all Rumble. But I have to put the message out on all the platforms that I stream to. As you notice, I stream less on YouTube, and I kind of cut it after a while. Because I'm on Rumble. And it's easy to find me on Rumble. And I can put the link, like right now. I could put the link in YouTube right now. It is Misery Loves Company. It really is. It's kind of sad that it's getting to that point. There's my Rumble channel. And I'll put it in the Twitch chat too. Yeah. Okay. I may be able to address that to the people at Rumble. So if anybody that is part of Rumble, I have a comment coming on from someone who's blind. He says he's got me on Twitch and Rumble is starting to work for him, but has some not blind friendly fun still. So I don't know if that's anything that Rumble can do to assist people that are impaired that way, sight. I don't necessarily understand, what he's going through, because I'm not in his situation. But I'm just relaying the message if that's an area that can be worked on. And like I said, I don't know the specifics involved in that. But That's something that he's bringing up right now. But again, I can't say enough of, and I'm going to encourage a lot of people that I know to come to Rumble. And I tell them, watch when you start streaming on Rumble. You're going to see. And I got raided, by the way, folks in Rumble that are watching. And they came in here to try to mess with me. They're my friends now. It is the coolest thing because I was in a bad mood. And they came in here with the intentions to bust my... Because I'm on some platforms, I'm not going to finish my sentence. And they said, because they were on with me last night. Chaos and Roswell and the Robbie. And they're great guys. Talented. And I said, you know what, we figured that you're not a bad dude, so we didn't. And I was like, dude, when you guys came in there all saying that stuff, I was laughing. And I was in a bad mood, so they actually helped me. I thought it was funny as F. So, and he's had the CEO on a show, I forgot the name of the show. Chaos, if you're around, or Robbie, let me know. He had the CEO of Rumble on a show. Matt Core's show. I think it's, don't quote me on that title of that show, but he was telling me all about it and how cool they are. I want to be someplace like that. For real. You know, who owns the other platforms? It's being gobbled up by corporations as a means of controlling content. Right? 1984, really. Someone's out there watching. It's almost like that song that's... matter of fact, is anybody... It's a screen... I'm just relaying the message from my friend in YouTube. It's a screen reader issue. It'll get fixed soon. They're getting it all together. I have faith. Just all baby steps in technology goes forward once and then back to, real world problems. So he's supporting Rumble. He says, it's a screen reader issue. It'll get fixed soon. They're getting it all together. So he must have been in communication with Rumble already. But see, that's cool that a platform is addressing those issues. Try writing to another platform and see what you get. Try. I used to do a show on this channel, on my YouTube channel, with Merle Fankhauser. And he wrote the song Wipeout. He's a good friend of mine. And he's written a lot of music, a lot of albums. He's like the godfather of surfer music. He's still alive, thank God. And I used to play his music. Do you know what hell I went through? Even though I had the permission, the written consent, all that. And still, they were driving me nuts. And coming from the man who wrote the music, and he's got the proof that he owns the music. That is some insanity right there. And I would love to bring him on and have him play and do all that. He's recovering from something he's been dealing with. But that's just an example. So I'm not going to just go crazy, keep ranting, because I'm going to get back to playing the game. But when I seen all the folks jumping in on Rumble just now, I had to address it. Because it's true. And what's going on?
Are you live?
Yes, I am. I would suggest you wait a little while for that.
All right.
Or go the other way.
I'll go the other way.
Here. And like I said, for a network like ours, and I have the proof, states the stats. Without taking two into account, because it's like impossible to get audio numbers from them, the station averages 100,000. It's higher than that, but we can't put it on paper because we can't get the numbers from two streaming platforms, which are huge. And it's bizarre. But we're probably at about 150 to 200,000 listens per month on the network. Remember, it's a lot of paranormal. But we carry shows on the network like John B. Wells, Caravan to Midnight, but it's not video, it's audio. Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. We have some big names on our network. They're on Wednesdays on our network. It is dedicated to law enforcement and veterans. And, a lot of people say, I don't want these police shows. No. That's not what it's about for me. First of all, I want the network to be a place where there's content for everyone, a wide range. It's not just a paranormal. Let me tell you something right now. There's only so much paranormal that could be stuffed in front of your face with the same people, the same redundancy, being spun 50 different ways. That's number one. And I can tell you from experience, from doing this for years, that that's the case. We have a lot of different types of shows, and I want it that way. And so does ownership and head of ops. And me and my crisis emotional response almost quit the network on Friday because of my impulsivity and my rashness. But then I spoke to a few hosts and, of course, eventually the owner. And I realized what I fucking built here. All the people who depend on me. How big we are. And I cannot do it again with conscious and abandon that. I just can't. Even though I love the people that I was speaking with. Because I'm not going to mention names, but she is a sweetheart. And I don't like to hurt anyone. It's not that is never. But I'm a person that's an idiot sometimes because I overreact and not fully understand what happened and the full picture. And then I'm like, what a dumbass that I didn't realize what happened. So it's hard to be in this position, but I have the utmost respect for so many people and what they do. And there's enough content for everyone out there in many places. Look what Rumble does and all the content you see on Rumble. To me, there's never enough information out there that needs to go to the public that's not mainstream. This is important. Oh, God, now I'm getting another message. This never stops. Like I said, it's horrible. Oh my God, I'm getting bombed. It's horrible to be in my position at times. Because me and my big freaking mouth, and sometimes, like I said, oh my God, I'm getting hit with 1 million messages on my phone. And I've been sick. I'm still sick. And it's like I said, it's very difficult. And I will not share any private conversations I have with people, because that's private. But like I said, I spoke to a lot of people yesterday and today, and it's almost an impossible position to be put in, and I did it to myself, because there are people out there that care for me, truly, and it's like I learned a big lesson through this. I need to sit back and like really think about when I go off on crazy, rash, impulsive talk, and it's all my fault. But at the same time, when you sit back and you think about things and you take not a few hours but a couple of days to assess, and you say to yourself, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? And like I said, there are some great people out there, and I'm not going to get into names, and I know they're pissed, and they're going to be pissed when they see this. I know that, and it's not my intention. But at the bottom line is, they are great people. There are great other platforms out there. And I respect the people that are in those other areas a lot, because they're my friends. At the same time, though, like I said, I need to do what I think is best for me and to the people that depend on me. When I look at it and I see it's not a few, it's not 10, it's not 20, it's not even 30. It's like 40 fucking people. And do you know what it's like to have to think about walking away from those 40 people and say, okay, do you realize how many people I'm going to harm and hurt? I can't do it. I just cannot fucking do it. And people could be pissed. And they may be pissed, and I get it. And it's totally my fault. But they understand that this is something I need to do. Anyway, getting back to, and you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if somebody eventually sees this, they will. All right. What's going on in here with Bob? It is Bob. This is a great family. Yeah, that's funny, Bob. But Bob, you got to try to get Rumble. I'm just saying. You got to try to get Rumble. Because that's pretty much where the direction everything is going. So as I was saying, I'm just going to show you guys something quick so you can see, and maybe I'll even jump on his stream in real time and tell him that the Rumblers are waiting for him. How about that if I do something crazy like that? So we're going to try something. It might be an echo. I don't know how this is going to work. But I'm going to bust his chops.
That's actually a void.
So I'm going to mute him. This is his streaming right now on YouTube, but he'll be on Rumble soon. So this is Mark D'Antonio. If you look him up, you'll see that he's been on numerous programs on television, documentaries. The man is brilliant. He's a good friend of mine. I actually helped him set up how he's streaming today. But I am going to message him on Skype. Now, I won't be able to, I can't, got to be careful with the audio situation here. I'm going to call him. Let's just see what he's talking about first before I call him.
All this stuff we see here, all right? And so, as the star core contracts into a white dwarf, it causes.
All right, I'm gonna just message him and call him. How about we do that? I gotta get Skype ready. I'm a little concerned with the echo here. And let's see if I can get... My mouse is confusing me. I'm not feeling well. This thing is really... I'm taking azithromycin and steroids for this congestion thing I got going on. They said it's borderline bronchitis. So you'll hear me have a little difficulty breathing at times. Would be nice if I quit smoking, right? I'm going to text him. Can you add me so I can talk to you and address Rumble so they know? All right, so I'm going to see if he adds me. He might not be paying attention because he's concentrating on the stream. Let me text him on here. We're going to just go in here and say, check Skype. All right, now let's put it full screen. So I guess you guys can see this, right? Oh my God. He should be looking at his Skype. So hopefully he'll message me and he'll join me. Well, I'll join him live on his feed. But this is an educational experience. I think once people on Rumble get to know what he does, the man is brilliant. This is an education. This is a great addition to Rumble. He's got sense of humor. This is all science and astronomy. And I mean, we can listen in until he messages me, if he even sees it. And yes, I have permission to do this anytime with him.
Will be reddened. Their light will be reddened because of the amount of dust between us and them, and that gives us some clues. So there's I have a book called The Cosmological Distance Ladder, okay, and that pretty much gives us all of the distance candles. And at some point, I think we'll do that, Daryl. We're gonna go. We did it once on Skype Radio, but we'll do it again. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, not now, but we'll do
As
that.
I mentioned in chat to Michael, as you said, Cepheids are more up on the cosmological scale of the distance ladder. That's how Edwin Hubble became famous. Was he found Cepheid variables in Andromeda Galaxy, and that helped him figure out that Andromeda Galaxy was a totally separate, they used to call them spiral nebulas.
That's right.
Galaxies, as we call them now, that it was a totally separate galaxy from outside the Milky Way. 1924 he did that.
That's right.
And
let me tell him I'm sharing his screen.
Rungs on the distance ladder, parallax is usually the first step of the ladder. That's where parsecs come in, all that stuff. I know the satellites that are determining stellar distances now, Gaia.
Yep.
And I forget the other one. Are they still using parallax?
Well, they have the entire.
All right, I'm going to tell him to add me to the call.
They have the entire Earth orbit diameter, right? That's how they do it. That's how I did it, when I was doing it with our telescope systems at the large observatory I worked at. And we would do it on one side of the Earth's orbit, and then 6 months later on the other side. Now that's like over 180 million miles of distance, and so that gives us, we could go out to
He'll be out of me
minimally
soon,
300
hopefully.
light years, and even more with the refinements we've done to date with the orbiting telescopes.
Yeah. Mark Bell is in chat. He asked to add into the call.
Okay.
Here we go. I got to mute.
Do we want to add?
Yeah, you want to add me, you. He's going to add me. So, Rumble, get ready. Because I'm doing this for Rumble. I don't know what he's saying because I can't hear him now because we'll have an echo. So, hopefully he'll add me. He was just talking about me, the freak. I can joke around like that.
He created a shiny new chat. So I think Bill is going to be in here now.
He's talking about me now.
Right.
Let me just try to call him. Okay, my Skype is on. Gentlemen.
What are you calling a gentleman?
Oh, we're watching your stream. I'm sharing it on my stream.
Oh, very cool.
And I can hear what you guys are talking about this. I'm sharing. Go ahead.
I think Daryl ended up getting dropped. Let me just pull him in.
Oh, no. That's my fault. That's my fault.
No, it's because I didn't know exactly what we're doing here.
So,
Okay.
For those on Rumble, on my end, sharing the screen, this is Mark D'Antonio. This is Sky Tour live stream. And in the very near future, Mark will also be streaming to Rumble. You're getting an insight of what he does. And he and Daryl do an amazing job during these live streams with his observatory in Arizona. So you're seeing actual images being broadcasted from that location, and he can control it remotely. Mark, I know I don't want to interrupt your stream because I know you're in the middle of discussing. What exactly are we looking at right now?
Oh, I'm going to fix that. There's a cluster. I'm trying to get Daryl back in the call here, so keep talking to your people. I'll be right back here.
Okay. So he's been doing this for quite some time. He is a brilliant astronomer. This is an educational experience. This is science. This is astronomy. And he also has a great sense of humor. He provides so much information that sometimes you have to go back 2 times to watch it over, or even more. It depends on, because you have to absorb all the information that he's providing during his streams. I encourage those that are into science and astronomy to follow him. I will give out the information in the next few days during my streams where to find his platform on Rumble, because that is the plan. It will probably be Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio on Rumble. That's not set in stone, but Mark will work on that in the next few days. But he, like I said, he does a tremendous job. He speaks at a lot of events. Actually, he's going to be packing up. Are you going to literally pack up the telescope, or do you got another one to take with you to contact in the desert and Roswell?
No, I'm actually. I think Daryl's with us.
Yes,
now.
he is. What's up, Daryl?
Yeah. Hello,
No.
Bill.
That was my fault because
No,
when I called, I kind of messed
No,
up Mark.
sorry, I messed up.
Can you
But
share
anyway-
the screen again?
Yeah. Well, I'm working on it. So for contact in the desert, we're actually going to be doing a live observatory feed from the observatory in Arizona.
Okay.
So people are going to get to see everything that we do. But I'll be live on the stage, and I'll have a chat like you see here. And Daryl will be with me as well, of course, via the call as normal. And then we're going to do what we're doing tonight, but live with a live studio audience. It'll be kind of fun.
Now, Contact in the Desert is one of the biggest events that happens every year.
Yeah.
It's really a UFO focused event, but it's also based on scientists, people from all. Yeah, you know how it is, Mark. They bring everybody in for Contact.
Well, I've never spoken there until this time that they had me. They asked me to come in, and one of the things is they're doing a science-based conference this time, and it's not been a science-based conference in past times, So this is going to be kind of new, and so I'll be very interested to try it and see what we get.
So, gentlemen, what are we focused on tonight over here on this stream? What do you guys?
Well, we're looking at clusters tonight. This is a cluster of stars, and this is a star that has actually died, and it looks like it's in this cluster, but in fact, it's an illusion. Because if you look at my image down here, okay, the nebula is way up here, and the cluster is several thousand light years further past it.
Wow!
So this is a foreground object. This little cluster right here. In fact, I think pretty much people know, but I'll just show you. That's the thing that's a foreground object. Okay, that's our nearby planetary nebula, named because planetary nebulae in a small telescope, they tend to look like little round, faint potential planets. That's how they were named, and the name stuck. It probably shouldn't be planetary nebula, but they never changed it. I think they should call it a stellar remnant nebula.
So, what part of the sky, like in general, if we were thinking constellations, is this located in?
This is
Canis Major.
Yeah, this is in Canis Major, and it's just a little bit to the west side of the southern meridian, where south is. A little bit to the right. If you see Sirius in the sky, okay, the brightest star in the northern sky, or in the sky, that star, you look a little bit to its left, and that's where this is located. All right. In fact, if we bring up our planetarium view, all right, and we bring up our planetarium view, you can see this is Sirius right here, and of course this is the dog constellation. It's the constellation of one of Orion's hunting dogs. Okay, and this is the star Sirius, which is the brightest one in our sky, like I said. Okay, and we're looking at something right here.
Gotcha.
So, yep. So it's actually not too far away. You'll be interested to know that if you look at here, you can see that Orion here. This is Orion the Hunter, right there. Okay, Orion the Hunter is already setting almost, and it's going to be hard to see anything in Orion. That was one of our, most fun, enjoyable constellations to hang with in the winter. Okay. And it's rapidly going away, but it leads to new things, because now coming up on the other side of the sky are the galaxies of spring, and they're going to be like, here's the moon, right? Okay, this is Leo, the lion, right here. You can see the lion. Okay, and this planetarium system is tied to our telescope, so we can move the telescope with this planetarium.
That's excellent.
It is. And so people get a really nice view of the night sky. We can zoom in a lot on many things, okay? And just like pull ourselves in. Okay, that's Virgo, the Virgin. Kind of looks like a beach model there, but you can see her there.
I always imagined her as a sort of a Mae West type.
Oh, okay.
If Mae West was a virgin, that is.
I guess. Yeah, and you'll notice these little, if we zoom in on this, okay, you'll see now that we have these little ellipses. These red ellipses, these are galaxies, okay? And there's plenty of galaxies. The more we zoom in, the more we see, okay? and it just becomes now even more plentiful as the more we zoom in. That's why it's called galaxy season. Look at all these galaxies,
Yeah.
and in fact, it's interesting because this galaxy right here, the Virgo galaxy, this is the one that we saw the black hole in a couple of years ago. It was that black hole was found in this Virgo galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually quite an amazing discovery.
So I'm going to ask one more question. I don't want to interrupt your stream. I just wanted to really share
fine.
this on Rumble so they can get an idea of what's
Yeah.
coming to Rumble. But when we see these images, and both of you can address this, is this in real time or are these snapshots, images that we're seeing on the screen?
We took this image in real time. Okay. Now I'm done with this one. So what we're gonna do is
Right.
I'm gonna save it. Okay. So you'll see the save line go across the top. Now what does that mean? It means that it's by saving this, this now goes up to our server, and our server can be found by going here to skytourlive.org. And you scroll down to the next gray panel and say, take me to cool images. And you'll see this exact image that you can now take and download, put on your backdrop anywhere you want. It's really cool. And now if you want to see it in real time, well, that's something else that we do, because what we can do is go to what I call our night vision mode. Okay. And that's this mode right here. Okay. And this is it. You see it shifting? You see the noise shifting back there. This is a live view of this object, and it's a zoomed version of our sensor. We're actually zoomed in a little bit. So if we actually zoom out to the full extent to give you a better idea of what you're looking at. Okay. This is the full size of our field, and this is 4 full moons across by 3 full moons tall.
Wow.
Right? So that's over 2 degrees wide and 1.5 degrees. That's a pretty big field of view.
Now, is this view also dependent on the ISO gain on the camera to give it that?
Yes, that's right. And so that's a very good point. So let's talk about that for 1 second. Okay. This right here, this is our exposure. This is a very important parameter, right? The exposure that's on there. So there goes a satellite right there. Okay. And the next one that's important is this one. This one here is what you just said, the gain. See that? Okay. And the gain, these 2 parameters are among the most important things that we use. So the exposure, how long we're going to expose this light onto the sensor, and then the gain, which is how sensitive we allow the sensor to be. And both of those together, we have to balance and do the right amount, okay, so that we can actually get a proper exposure. So if we were to, set this to a very, very high gain, okay, like right now it's at 250. Well, let's take it up to one of the highest we can go.
Wow.
Right. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you say, oh, that looks crappy. However, if we normalize that, you'll see that we have, it looks very fuzzy.
Wow, but it's still a great image. Look at that.
Well, it's looking fuzzy, okay, but it's in real time.
Right.
Right. Now, we can actually reduce our exposure a little bit and make it, let me actually do it.
Well, there's pros and cons with it because it increases the light aspect of seeing more visually with the stars, but it just looks more pixelated because that's at a higher setting. But
that's right. The higher gain makes a lot of noise.
Yes.
So we balance that. We have to balance that. And where we live typically is at 250 gain or so. Right. And I'll just move that down.
Well, usually at 300, aren't you?
Yeah, but on a moonlit night.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
Yep. So, and then, so there we got to take us down to
that's
300.
beautiful too, though. What you can do,
It's really pretty.
is incredible on here. The images.
Well, you know what? We spent, Bill. We spent a couple years
Yep.
just in the planning stages, getting this all planned out.
I
And thanks to
remember.
Marianne Robb, who's in the chat, and
Hi,
Tara
Marianne.
Deulis. Yeah. um, well, because of that, obviously, this exists. Without Marianne and Tara,
Yep.
none of this would exist. They're basically the people that take care of all the details for me out in the desert. In fact, Tara and Marianne had to do a service call telescope, which you can see in the building right here. Okay, they had to go out there, take that off the pier that you see here,
Yep.
and take it 2 hours south to Tucson to get serviced and looked at, and then brought it back and reinstalled it on the pier themselves.
Wow.
And they did it right, 100%
Wow.
right.
Mark,
Yeah.
you should show Bill how it works. Go look at a cool object and show Bill what's involved in capturing the image. Thor's helmet, maybe?
Well, maybe. I think
Well,
that Thor's helmet.
Like I said, I'm sharing this on my stream so people get an insight of what you both do
That's cool.
during
No,
this.
I like it.
But one more question. I'm going to address this one to Daryl. Daryl, what is the importance of having a telescope like this located in a site like in Arizona? Why is that so critical as compared to, say, where I am with more of the light pollution?
Well, you just answered your own question. It's dark desert skies out there. Low humidity, very clear, and quite dark skies, and that's better conditions for observing and especially for imaging.
That's right.
Because where I'm at, there is no, I mean, I'm not using a telescope, even though I have one. But the images that you will see here on Sky Tour live stream are stunning. I mean, what they do here, the both of them, and sometimes they have other people that join them in the show as well. It is truly amazing to have this experience. And it's an education. And they make it fun. It's enjoyable. The sense of humor is put in there. One thing about Mark D'Antonio that I know personally by seeing him do presentations, he is one of the best presenters on anything he does. He keeps people engaged in person, and he'll keep you engaged with Daryl while they do these streams on Sky Tour live stream. So for those watching on my Rumble channel, Mark will be joining Rumble like I said, in the near future. And when that happens, I will let everyone know, as well as Mark. So look forward to seeing Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio and Daryl Mason. Yes.
Hang on. Mark's about to.
Oh
lay it
my
on you.
God! Look at that.
This is live. This is actually
That
we
is
saw satellite come
beautiful.
through. Okay, and this just to give you an idea. I'm going to show you now. We have a waxing gibbous moon. So in other words, 3/4 full, right? Moon, all right, and it's really bright up there, and we want to be able to image faint nebula. So how do we do that? Well, within our what we call the optical train, that is where the light goes in and comes out to the camera. There's filters in there, and the filters eliminate as much moonlight as we can. They take out as much of the extraneous light from any light pollution, which we don't really have. But the closer we are to the horizon, the more the light can be influenced by anything like that. So right now, these numbers mean we're guiding on the Orion Nebula. So why don't we just so you can see, as Daryl mentioned, let's see if we can take a shot that would be worthy. I'm pretty sure it will be. Okay, let's... There we go. I'm going to do a maybe 25-second shot. Okay.
Are they overlaid the images, or it's just the one image that you're taking the shot of? Does it create?
This is just an instantaneous image.
Okay.
Okay, but now I'm going to do something a little different. All right. So we're now going to take a 25-second image. So this is night vision mode. So we got, that's why it looks green, right? But now what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called stack.
Yep.
Okay. I will clear the last one. Okay. And now a stack is we take one image, then take a second image, align it with the first, and put it on top. And just keep making an image sandwich. The faint stuff rises to the top in terms of being visible. The first one you see, we won't really see it, okay, because it looks a little noisy right now. But now, if I do this, I will.
That looks amazing right there.
Yeah, and the moon is out too, so this is really crazy. Let's adjust color.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Notice the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you don't really see it too well, right? Because it's actually, pretty bright out. Plus, the Orion Nebula is near the horizon.
Oh my God! Look how beautiful that is.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is. It's gorgeous. And this is again, that's the Orion Nebula, and it's powered by the stars that are here that you can't see right now because they're blown out. It's so bright.
Right.
But watch this next one. After you see this next one, you're going to start to see that this stuff, you'll actually see it coming out brighter and more clear. And that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing now that around the Orion Nebula, we actually have gas and dust here. And you say, wait, where is it? I don't see it yet. We can adjust it on the fly and start showing you that.
That's amazing.
And if we adjust the colors, and make sure we keep adjusting the colors, and then do this, start to add some contrast. Now you can start to see the dust up here.
Wow.
And this is near the horizon, and that's, near the horizon, it's difficult to show all the detail. But now, the more we do, the more we see. Okay? And there's a limit to what you can do with that. You can't do too much of that. But you can see now, we have all this stuff, all this dust around the Orion Nebula. And at any time, what we can do is we can actually take down that overall brightness just enough, so we can actually see what it might look like. You could pull down some detail.
Wow!
Back slowly.
But that is still stunning. I think, Mark, you can correct me, but I think Tara has taken some of these images and actually framed them and put them on the wall in her home.
Actually, Marianne did that.
Oh, it's Marianne.
Okay. And then Tara actually has a whole set of her own as well now.
And these images are available at skytour.org. Is that correct?
Skytourlive.org.
There it is, skytourlive.org.
People can just go right up to the website and download them from our server. Our server has over a year worth of photos up there that we've taken. These, as nice as they look, they basically aren't nearly as good as the processed finished ones that we do. And those processed ones are stunning.
But you know how I always cut you off. I apologize. But
I know you always do, and I chase you out of the room, but that's fine.
But if the moon wasn't out right now, I'm sure you would get a lot, like you were saying earlier, because it's washing it a little bit. I'm sure these images could even be better, correct?
Oh, absolutely. And if you notice, look where the telescope's pointing. It's pointing that way. It's like almost looking toward the horizon. So we're seeing an Orion Nebula through a lot of air in the Earth's atmosphere. So it really could be a lot better. All right. So if we come back to our star, let me just move this up a little. We come back to our planetarium system. Okay, you can see that we're here, right? If we go up to Alnatok, it's actually a little higher, all right? And I won't save this because it's so close to the horizon, so I'll clear it, all right, and get rid of it.
So will the telescope, like you mentioned earlier, the telescope will automatically adjust to go to that location? Because it's tied into the stellarium, which I think is what you're using, right?
Yeah. Yeah, watch. So what I'll do now is, there it is, right? There's the Orion Nebula. And then in our planetarium program, I want to go here. So So all they have to do is tell a telescope, go there. And now you watch here and you'll see how the Orion Nebula is going to zip away,
It's doing it now.
right?
Yeah.
And it's moving, and you see the telescope moves a
That
little
is wicked. That is so freaking
Yep.
cool.
bit. And then
Bill,
here we
it's called
have.
it's called a go-to system.
Yeah, I had that on my telescope,
Yes, you do.
Daryl.
You do, Darren. You do, Bill. So this star, and I'll show you here in a sec. Okay. Let's move this up. We'll move a little west. Okay. Because I want to show you something really important here. Okay. This star right here is the leftmost star in Orion's belt. The other one is just out of view up here to the right, and the third one's a little farther up. But what I want you to see is what's here. So watch this. This is what we're looking at now. And so now what we'll do is we'll take a 30-second shot
Oh boy.
of this right here.
And folks watching, this is what you don't see, obviously, with the naked eye. But
That's right.
What with the equipment and the technology at Mark and Daryl's display, at right now, what they're doing is incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. So what you'll see now, again, and this is with a waxing gibbous moon where literally it's 3/4 full, and the whole sky is bright right now.
Yep.
Now, one of the things that we also have is an all-sky camera, which I'll bring up briefly and show you in just a second. But here comes the first image. All right. Look at that. This is the Horsehead Nebula, a dark nebula.
Beautiful.
And first things first, let's adjust and get it properly set up. Look at that. Isn't that stunning?
Wow.
Okay. And this is with the moon, and this is near the horizon. So it's actually not remotely as good as it can typically be. But I tell you, it's really, really gorgeous. Anyway. So look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's pretty.
When you look up at the sky and see Orion's belt, it's like there's a lot more to it than just that.
That's right. This is the leftmost star in Orion's belt,
Unbelievable.
right here. So it's developing right before your eyes. And now let me do this.
Now,
I will show you.
both of you,
Go ahead.
that is gas. That's gaseous clouds that we see there, right? Is that correct?
That is
Yes,
correct.
it's ionized hydrogen.
Yep.
Puts out a characteristic red color.
Wow.
Bill, you asked about dark desert skies and light pollution earlier. If you were out in such a dark sky and you looked at Orion, you would get hints of the stuff we see going on here. You could actually see the Orion Nebula naked eye in
Wow.
the dark sky.
That's right.
And yet for all that, what we see by eye pales compared to what you see with the images.
Yeah. Now here is an example of what we're actually fighting with the moon.
How
This
bright
is-
it is.
This is our all-sky image. Look at that.
That is super bright.
This is 180 degrees, lens. So you see horizon to horizon in every direction and 360 degrees around. Okay. So look how bright the moon is. And still, okay, if you wonder where Orion is, well, you can see Orion in this view, so you know where we are. I'll show you. Okay. Here is Orion right here. Okay. There is the belt of Orion right there. And we are looking right here at the leftmost
Wow.
star.
That's
Okay?
amazing.
That's where we're looking.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And I think that's really important. So that said, we are looking at that tiny little spot right there.
Yeah.
And the moon is really, really bright.
And yet you're still able to capture those kind of visuals, images.
Yeah.
With the moon
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's
right.
it. That is, and that's why I say it's amazing if the moon wasn't out. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. And like you said, some of these images a lot of images actually are available at sky2live.org, correct?
It was over a year of images like
Look
this
at
are
that.
available. And these are ones taken with the moon out. Without the moon out,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh. some of the images are stunning. In fact, what I could do actually is to show you. And I think that I can do that. So why don't I show you looking at just quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take you to STL SkyTourLive.org, and then you can see.
So those that are watching on my stream, this is Sky Tour live stream with Mark Antonio and Daryl Mason live. Right now, this is being done on YouTube, but trust me, shortly, those here on Rumble, you're going to see this very soon.
Yeah. Yeah. And
on
let's
his
see if I can
channel.
bring this to here. Okay, so there you go. So now you see it right here. Oh, sorry. Camera's over. So if we scroll down now, so here's what we got. Okay, we have our Patreon page. I'm actually trying to increase this up because some other stuff. Okay, so our Patreon page is right here. This gives you the different levels. SkyTour live stream is this stream.
Mm-hmm.
That is an example of the very thing we're looking at, but without the moon in the sky. Look at how beautiful that is.
Mm-hmm.
That
is stunning, that image, yeah.
Yeah. Then if you want cool pictures, well, let's go to the online database. Show you. Okay, so this is our online database, and this is April 2nd, 2023. Hey, that's today.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's yesterday, but it's after midnight, so it's April 3rd here in Connecticut. But okay, remember we did the little beehive. We did this one with the one we just talked about with the planetary nebula in the center. And there's that image, free for the taking. There it is, and it's going to get clear here in a second. But this gives you an idea of what we did. Now, this was shipped out of the observatory and sent up to our server. Okay,
that's incredible. In real time too. It's just like instantaneous.
Yeah.
And it's loaded.
Yes, and that's again with a nearly full moon out. All right, so that is, that's what we did, and then we had. So this is the four objects I captured tonight so far. All right, so that said, this is cool. Now you can also go down. You want to get photographic prints? You can get photographic prints as well. You can get them on metal. You can get them on canvas. You can get framed under glass.
Wow.
And they're very high end. And then this is an example of our this is the Horsehead Nebula. This is the area that we're looking at now. But you want to see what the moon does to it. Well, this is what the moon does to that image. It kind of makes it a little more difficult to see. Okay, but nevertheless, we still get a reasonably beautiful view. Right? There's another beautiful view. That's something that we photograph often. It's called the Christmas Tree Nebula. I think this is called Dreyer's Nebula. This is a composite mosaic that we made. And the Cone Nebula right here. There's a lot of interesting stuff in here. And these are all like 20-second shots. A globular cluster. This is a double cluster in Perseus. It looks beautiful. It's like a twin jewel box in the sky. This is the Orion Nebula.
Gosh.
You see, without the moon, look what we get.
Wow, that
don't even recognize
stunning.
It anymore.
Oh my
gosh, that's a 35-second shot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So all of this is available at SkyTourLive.org.
Live.org, right there. Yeah, SkyTourLive.org. This is Casper the Friendly Ghost Nebula. This is the elephant's trunk. This beautiful gaseous protrusion, and this is called the Caravan. This weird dark nebula there, and that dark nebula is where it's at. That's where life comes from in the universe. That's a hot button for me. And speaking of the universe, this is a galaxy called Messier 33. It's over 2.5 million light years from us.
Wow.
It has its own Orion nebulae in it. As you can see, the little red objects in here, these are nebulae of all kinds. Some are large, some are small. Okay. So it's actually overloaded. And then next to it, of course, in the same sky, is the
Wow.
Andromeda Galaxy. And these blue stars, these are hot blue young stars called OB associations, O stars and B stars. And this galaxy has a satellite galaxies around it. This one here, Messier 32. This one here, Messier 110. This one here is Messier 31, the Andromeda Galaxy. Messier is the name of the catalog created by Charles Messier. So as you can see, there's the Heart Nebula.
Yep.
Again, a stellar nursery. The Rosette. This is stunning. This is actually something we could look at right now. But again, the moon was going to make it look kind of washed out on us.
Now remember,
but
these are all images that you're seeing right now that is taken from the observatory in Arizona.
And that's the observatory.
And there it is. That is incredible.
And you see the STLS door. That's actually the Orion Nebula.
Tara.
Created by Tara Dios. Yep. Yeah. And what's interesting about that, okay, what's interesting about that is that the door itself, right? And I want to see if I can, if I have it here somewhere. I might actually be able to show you.
Are you gonna say like what it consists of?
Yeah.
I don't want to blow it. Yeah, I'll wait till you put it up and you, because it is amazing what it took to create that by Tara.
It is. And let me, Daryl knows what it is too. But let me
and
see
how
if I can
artistic and talented she
find.
is.
She's something else.
And thirsty.
Yeah, right.
That's funny, Daryl. Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm not leaving you. I'm just trying to find. There it is. This is what we
Believe
want.
me, it took dedication.
Absolutely.
There it is. Okay. Now, so you see, that is a mural made entirely of bottle caps.
Yep.
Okay. And she put all this time in, and that's why Daryl said, and thirsty, because the orange ones that make up STLS, I can actually show you that actually. Let's see if I can move that. Well, underneath SkyTourLive.org that I have there is a STLS in yellow, and that's made of a particular type of drink. None of these bottle caps were painted. The darker blues are Bud Light.
Yeah, I see that.
Reds are another one, and the whites are a different one. And she actually collected bottle caps over the years when she actually worked at a restaurant, So it's pretty cool. This is our live chat going on right now.
Yes, nobody, I don't think ever guessed how many bottle caps, Kathy.
No, nobody guessed. I wish they had, but it's okay. So anyway.
What did I always say? 1,326?
Yeah, you always had the same number, and it was always wrong. I love it. It was funny. It became a running joke with us.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to let you both continue your stream. Thank you for allowing me to come on with both of you and share this experience with everybody that's watching my stream. And I will keep everybody informed when this is going to be streaming on another platform. Because right now he's streaming on his YouTube channel, Sky2Livestream. He's also streaming on Trovo and Twitch as well and Facebook. But this is coming to Rumble very soon. And yes. I will keep everybody abreast of the situation when he is available. And trust me, it'll be done probably by the end of this week at the latest.
Well, I have to film for A&E on Thursday, so I don't know if I'll get to it this week.
All right, well, I will let them all know when it is available. So,
yeah.
Thank you both for what you do, and hello to all those that are watching on his stream. Support what they do, because this is something that we all need, and this is not something you would see in mainstream channels. This is incredible. The insight, the educational experience that you will experience here watching these streams. It's as simple as that.
Thanks for coming, Bill.
All right, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your morning or night where Daryl is, because it's still not quite Monday yet. And thank you for what
not
you...
even 10:30 here.
Yeah, it's early still for you, but thank you for what you both do.
Hey, thanks, Bill, for coming on out.
All right,
Take
gentlemen.
care, Bill.
Have a great
Don't
night
be
to
a
both of you.
stranger. Come back.
I will. Have a great night, guys.
All right,
Good
thanks,
night.
man.
Bye-bye. So there you go. That is coming to Rumble. And I think a lot of people on Rumble are going to like that. I need to learn to do EAA for Mark. Well, somebody has to inform me how to do that. Infected wound. Don't waste that A7S. You know something? You're right. I have a 10-inch go-to Orion telescope. That image that you see that I show sometimes when I do the stream, I have that in my garage. That telescope. And I can definitely connect the stellarium to it to do exactly what he's doing. The only thing is, I leave this stuff to Mark. I do the wide field meteor stuff with the A7S III. This way, I pretty much focus on the meteor showers. Because I'm going to tell you, some of the stuff I've captured is stunning during meteor shower activity, especially Perseids and Geminids. Oh, what's up, Curtis? Oh my God, it's you. But like I said, I leave that to them because that is amazing what they do over there. For real. I do have a night filter in my camera. Yes, maybe you can help me, Curtis, on that. You can definitely help me. I'll just talk to Mark, yeah. But I definitely want... I've helped Mark today getting what he's doing today, streaming to multiple platforms. We worked on this all day. And he's loving it. It takes time to get used to using Streamlabs. Like, that's what I use. It's not StreamYard or it's OBS Streamlabs. It really is good. So he's still getting used to it. And he'll master it in no time. Because Mark is brilliant. But yeah, that's like I said, Curtis. Anytime you want, I'm streaming on multiple platforms, but mostly on Rumble now. Meaning the filters changed to allow for more red. I think it was you, or it might have been James, that helped me pick out the filter that's lying over my sensor in my A7S III. It sits on the sensor and in front of the lens. That has helped me tremendously for the low light resolution where I'm at and filtering out any light pollution. It has actually been really beneficial for me to use that filter. And yeah, even without that, I could do well. So yeah, I will address it. I'm just so busy, but I will definitely address it at some point and try to make it better. I used to have like clips. I don't even think they exist anymore because I deleted a lot of stuff off this computer. But I used to have clips of past streams, like with so first thing I'll say, do I have a tracking mount on the telescope? I do. It's a go-to, but I'm not going to use the telescope. There's no way. So I would have to probably buy a different type of tracking mount for the camera. So like I said, you know what you could do, Curtis? I'm going to put my email in here, and you can send me a lot of information here. This way I can look at it when I have downtime. Send it. No, I can't piggyback the camera on it because it's just so big. The things weighs like 100 pounds and you have to break it down into 2 parts, it would just be a nightmare to break out the telescope for me. I'm going to have to buy something smaller that I can put on my tripod. My God, I can't remember the name of my tripod. It's a good one. Yes, Mom. I don't know what Mom is doing. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on that. I'm definitely gonna work on improvements too, because I have to. It's important to do that. That's something that's definitely on the radar. I'm trying to find on my computer. That's what I'm saying. I can buy a small tracking go-to mount. That would probably be the best thing. That would probably be the best way to go forward on something like that, Curtis. I'm just trying to see if I have... I don't know where the heck they are. And that's kind of a shame. So I could have shared something on the screen. But I can't find anywhere they are. I have too much drives. It's actually quite annoying when you see all the stuff that's on this computer. Cool. Thank you. It is 12:35. It might be in one of these. Let me try. Well, let me stop sharing. Let me get rid of Mark's stream because it's taking up some bandwidth. Okay. Let me see if I can find anything in here to give them an example about some of the things. Oh my God. I don't know where any of my stuff is. It is so bizarre. I'm going to have to search it a different way as an MP4. But the bad thing is, trying to search for an MP4 on this computer is insane in itself. I can't remember. It was an Orion 10-inch go-to... Oh my God. I can't remember the exact... I can show you an image of my telescope. It's been a while. Like I said, it's in the garage. All my eyepieces are in the garage. It is bat crazy, you know. Let me see if I can find even just one. So if I can find the location of one of my old highlights. The only one I can find so far is when I was on a radio show here, a morning show. They had me on as a guest to talk about something I captured in the sky. And they made fun of it. I mean, it's like, it became like an entertainment joke. I'm still looking. It's not going to come up like that. Anyway. Yeah, it's not going to come up. I have no idea. Maybe I have it as a highlight on my main YouTube channel. I have a better chance of finding it there than on my computer. Okay, search. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, wow, that was a nice one. That one was there. Yeah, I'm going to just share this clip on the screen. This is just an example of what I have. At least I found it on my main channel. So for those on Rumble, this is something I captured in the past. This is from, you can see where it's from, Eta Aquarids. This is not one of the bigger. The Perseids and the Geminids are the best. See that? That was a faint one. Look at that. So that's just, like I said, one example of like a highlight thing. I don't know how many I have. See, that those are full streams. I thought I would have had better highlights ones, and I don't know. I had to remove a lot of content from here because we know why. We know why. Okay, I don't know if this is... That's an old one. That's not even my fucking channel. I gotta go back to mine. Okay, videos. Search. Highlight. Maybe I've made one. Quick highlights from last year's Meteor. Let's see. I have no idea what's going to show on the screen. These are small. This is 4 years ago. You think I remember? Heck no. Yeah, these are small. This isn't even worth posting, to be honest. I don't know what the hell I was doing here. I have way better than that. I know I have a highlight. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's the air show. Pine Bush. Yeah, there's just too much. I have too many streams. I would have thought I had something, but no good. But trust me, some of these meteor showers, it's freaking amazing. It really is. Yeah, that's the scope in the thumbnail. That's my scope in my front yard. But it's not in the front yard right now. It's in the garage, collecting dust. Let's see. I mean, it would take some time, but I know I've got nice clips of when I did Skywatchers. I just don't know where the hell they could be, because I just have too much stuff. It might be in here. No. That's a no-go. I can't imagine where the hell I have these. Let me try this drive. It might be in video 2. It might be in here. Nope. Maybe. It might be in this folder. It was crazy. I went to an air show, and it was, I don't know how long ago. Maybe 2-3 years ago. And good night, X. And I'm just going to put this down, but this was what was at the air show, parked. And I took a picture of it. So, the air show was going on. I forget who was there that year. I think it was the Red Arrows from the UK. It wasn't the Angels. I think it was, what's the other one? Oh my God, it was the other one. And I saw his plane in the distance. That's where they had it, right there. I was like, wow. And that was during when he was in office. Got it. I see what you're writing, Curtis. I was like, holy sh! His plane is here. And they were servicing it. Let me see if I can find the video, though. I'm sure there's got to be one in here. I did find the folder. I think. There has to be at least one clip in here. But finding it is a whole different ballgame. It's funny because I have Linda Moulton Howe's presentation from the city when I helped her. Live Perseids Meteor Shower. 2018. What the hell is this? Oh my God, that's like the whole stream. That was a great year, though. That was a good year. Because it depends on the moon. It depends on a lot of things when you're doing these streams. Like Mark was saying. It washes away the meteors. I'm trying to find it. It should be here. Screen capture. Let's see this one. Oh, that's something I caught on camera that I didn't know what the hell it was. That's not it. It was my birthday yesterday. Curtis. Here's another screen capture. What is this? That was a freaking nice one. That's the one we just watched. Yep, that's the one we just watched. It's still nice to see it. So it's the same clip, but I found it on my computer, the real file, the raw file. This one. Let me just see if there's more. Nope. That's a shame. I mean, I have more, but it's going to be. But that is amazing. Let me go back. This one, look at that. That is. And then the one on the lower left. And you get that a lot during the big Perseids or the Geminids streams. You get a lot of that. So, thank you, Curtis. That's the kind of stuff that I do when it's like big showers. Big meteor showers. And that's the kind of stuff you'll see. But I'm definitely going to check your email, Curtis, because I'm curious about getting a tracker motor mount for the Sony. I love my Sonys, both of them. The other one is still great, the old Sony. But the new Sony, it's a badass camera. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to go back to a little bit. I don't even know if I want to game anymore because it's almost 1 a.m. And I think I've been streaming for quite some time now, like 3 hours. And I have a very bad headache. And I'm still dealing with this bronchitis. And I need to go to sleep. I should be resting. But I did enjoy myself with all of you here for a little bit. And the crazy thing is at night, I shut my phone down because if I don't, I'll never sleep. So I officially shut my phone off, I think, because it will drive me nuts. I can't sleep at night. It's just insane. It just goes on. Like, Mitchie just made a comment because I just turned it on. And it's going off now. Because I won't sleep. It's constant messages to me. Some people don't live on the East Coast. They live out West. And they're messaging me. I'm like, they sometimes forget. I have a different time zone. I need to sleep and rest. Mitchie, I'm sure. Oh, you're in Rumble. Rumble will get on it. Trust me. Like you said, they will get on it. And I hope it makes it easier for you to be on Rumble. Be here on Rumble. I'm excited about the platform. And like I said, the direct communications with the people over at Rumble, official. It's nice to see a platform that cares and engages and helps you grow. That's major when you have that backing. Because I guess we're all going to grow together. Now, obviously, there are some streams that have no issues about worrying about growing. Because they got a great base. But we all... I'm not joking when I say this. And I do this for fun. I mean, I do this because this is my way to relax. Even though sometimes I get messages from hosts or whatever, and I get all stressed out while I'm on the air because it just keeps coming at me from different angles. I'm like, not now. But it's like, I do this to relax. I don't do this for any other reason. And it's just great to meet new people and, of course, the people that I've known for a decade on YouTube and some of the other platforms. This takes my mind off all the other stuff that goes on in my world. And it's a lot. Good and bad. Yeah, my telescope does track. It's got the big pad on it. It's got the go-to. You got to program it, though. And the thing with my telescope, which is a pain in the... Oh, my... And I had to buy it. Has like a laser focus. I forgot the name of the word, where you have to collimate. You have to collimate it in order to the tracker to work properly. And that is a pain in the you-know-what. It's a 2-star system. Oh, I can't even tell you what it's like. Yeah, the collimation. Yeah. Oh, my God. Because it has to be on level ground. You have to make sure it's level. I don't have level ground out there. It's sloped. At one time when I had the telescope, I had to create a flat platform so that the telescope itself is level. Because if the telescope is not level, collimation is not going to work right. Yes, the alignment. Oh, my God. Yeah, the collimation to make sure that everything's centered in the telescope itself. The 2-star alignment is a pain. So I don't have time, and I can't leave it outside. The thing is like almost 6 feet tall. It's a big telescope. And it's heavy for one person. It's like I have to take it off its mount and carry this big thing outside. The mount itself is heavy. That's why it's so much easier just to use the Sony a7S III. It's a lot easier. So the telescope has been retired for like 5 years now. Well, like I said, that's a conversation for another time. I'm having difficulty breathing because I have bronchitis. And I definitely need to take I'm going to do it now, actually. I need to take more antibiotics. This is azithromycin before I go to sleep because I'm never going to sleep. Actually, this is for tomorrow. It's not that. I gotta take a steroid before bed. That's how I'm not well. I'm sick. I may put up a good fight, but I'm not well. It's a 10-inch, Curtis. It's a 10-inch. It's hard for me to breathe. But I have to get rest. And thank you to Mitchie and, Curtis and everybody. Everybody over on Trover and all the other platforms. But Rumble. I actually was taken aback when the raid happened. And I appreciate all of you and your support. And that was a pretty cool thing that started me on a whole different rant. But I just want to do one thing and before I leave. Because I want to see it first before I put it on the screen. That's the wrong folder. You know what makes my head hurt too is this cap because it's a little tight. You know when you wear a hat too long, it gives you a headache? Oh my gosh, it's like... Let me watch this first. All right, I don't want to share that on the screen right now. Okay, it's not on the screen, I am. Here we go. Some people had issue with this, believe it or not. It's a statement. And it's about Rumble. And I'll let it speak for itself. Or you can read it for yourself in a second. And this is where the station stands when it comes to Rumble. Now, this is something that is played. It's part of the clips that are used for Rumble for our programs that are broadcasted there. And I'm going to put the sound. So you see Rumble. You see Rumble right there. And what I always say about freedom of speech, we will push Rumble. Rumble has our back. We have Rumble's back moving forward. And like I said, there have been communications between staff members and Rumble directly. So it's a great relationship. No, Curtis, no. So that's just to make that statement where we stand as part of the network when it comes to Rumble and other platforms. And that's why when there was some kind of a raid that came in and it got me off on that little tangent. And I'm encouraging people that I know to go to Rumble. I stream, I use OBS Streamlabs. I'm streaming right now to 4 destinations. Curtis. I'm on Rumble, YouTube, Trovo, and Twitch right now. I could be on more if I wanted to. But I showed Mark how to, that's what Mark is using now. I helped him all day today to get that set up for him. And now he'll take it to a whole new level. But he'll be on Rumble soon, within a week. And for those watching my Rumble, you'll know about it soon enough. I will let you all know. And I'll get him on with me here, and we'll have a discussion. Are you kidding me? I have great speed. I have a great computer. I don't have any issues. It takes a lot to make this all work. I have the fastest internet available to me right here, right now. I'm on gigabyte status. This is not... The speed is freaking incredible here. And that computer that I built, the Kraken, is above and beyond. It's excellent. So I don't have issues. Right now, let's see what I'm at for usage. I could put 128 gig of memory in there. I got 64. Now I'm good. Trust me, I'm in a good place. Like right now, the RAM is at 22%. I've got so many windows open. It's almost scary. And my CPU is at 25. So my processor is at 25 and my RAM is at 21 currently. It's not even breaking a sweat. And I'm running the station. I've got multiple windows open, like you can imagine, on 4 monitors, streaming to 4 platforms without an issue. So it's all good. Anyway, to everyone watching, because I need to go to bed. I don't feel well. My phone is now off, which means I'm going to freaking bed. But see, the thing is, the more windows you have open, now I can stream to more than 4. It's just that I only choose to go to 4. And that number might get less. It's only because I choose to stream to 4. I could be streaming to more platforms right now. But I don't want to. You know, this is something, like I said, I enjoy doing on the side. It's not like this is something I do for a living, streaming like this. For me, it's fun, and I hope everybody that watches it enjoys themselves too. You know that, Curtis. I don't do this for hits. I do it because I have a good time doing it, and if everybody's here having a good time along with me, it's great. It's as simple as that. But like I said, it's all in fun. So anyway, to those on Rumble, have a great night. On those on YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, I'll be back at some point, maybe tomorrow. I've got a lot of things to do around the house too. Spring is here. But I do need to rest. I'm not going to get better. I'll end up in the hospital. I have to take care of myself. Or this is not going to end up well for me. Because I've been dying to cough all night, but I'm trying to hold it, and that's not good either. The stuff is working. The medication is working, and I have to allow it to work. Rest and fluids is essential. Hydration. So I'm going to go to bed as I have to do a show in the morning. It is 1:06, and I got to be up by 9:30. So I don't sleep much as it is, but just resting is important. Anyway, Curtis, anybody else who may be watching, Mitchie, anybody else, have a great night. Be well, be blessed, be safe, and I'll see everybody hopefully tomorrow, maybe.